Hello and welcome back to Kevin Can't Play Today, the game show where everybody always loses. I'm your host Kevin, and this is a game I lose at a lot, but I trust in my skill and my abilities. This is a game called SNOWRUNNER. It's a sequel to a game I think I previously did called MudRunner, and it's a game that I love. I love these games. They're so much fun. Anyway, we're going to get straight into it without much more ado. We're going to continue our game. So yeah, this game takes place all over the world. Um, but for now, we are in Michigan. Good old Michigan. Uh, we're going to be exploring a brand new area. So here's us. Um, and here's the map we know, which is none of it. Now we're going to go to these watchtowers here. They open up big portions of the map for us to check. As you can see, this shows us where over here on the right, top right, it shows us where our current mission is, which right now it's to deliver logs to these places. But since I haven't been to this place yet, we're going to scout it out a little bit so that I can know what routes for my bigger, heavier, less maneuverable trucks to take. Because right now we're in this beautiful, beautiful scout vehicle, which is a Chevy Apache. But this one's a bit different. It's a 6x6, so it's got the extended bed with the extra set of tires. It's all jacked up. Um, and this one has a roof rack, so which is why we use it, because the roof rack actually carries supplies like spare tires, the gas, handbrake, and repair parts, which makes it a good little service vehicle and for long run scouting. I mean, you can always already see just from getting here down on the bottom left, we're down to half our fuel capacity. That was just to get here. So yeah, this is one of the delivery areas. There's also another task there. All right. Yeah, we're going to be. We might want to do something important here and kind of check our route. I think we'll go for that one first. Now, one thing we're definitely looking for here is a garage. We definitely need to find a garage. That's a save point, I guess, that we can go to. We can also kind of teleport our rigs there. Which is nice. Okay, so that one's going to be a little harder to get to than I figured. It's across this lake or river. But yeah, the physics on this game are great. That is one of the best parts about this game, is its physics engine. We have, of course, it's based a lot on off-road, so a lot of this stuff is pretty gross to try and drive in. Alright, let's map out a little bit more again. Looks like there's an interesting thing there, but we'll go down here. So yeah, so the story in this area is they recently had really bad weather and flooding, so we're assisting them in fixing stuff up, but a lot of stuff's messed up. But yeah, that's why we've got this job to deliver logs to a lot of places, because like here's an area of road that got washed out, you can tell. They always do a really good job. If you like this game, I'd also pick up its predecessor too, because it's still really good. It's not quite as pretty, but it's got its own unique challenges. The thing that's different about this one is it's just so much bigger. Each general area has a few different smaller regions. Alright, if we're going to that one, we probably want to go take this path, see where that goes. But yeah, as you can see, like the dirt areas are pretty dirty. So you definitely want to use your all-wheel drive at some points. You can see how the car actually gets into the dirt and deforms the terrain. And actually, repeated runs will change the road, um, make it worse or better. Like this part's pretty bad. Yeah, we'll slip it into low gear there. Cause yeah, we're about axle deep on this one. Yeah, that's better. But yeah, you will actually sink into terrain, and have to crawl your way out of it. So a lot of it is finding the right truck for the right job. There's tons and tons of trucks to choose from, but some of them are definitely going to be better than others. Okay, it looks like this spur road is going to get us out to that watchtower. So I think we'll use that one. And yeah, at this point in the map, it's all guesswork. So you might have to backtrack quite a bit to actually get to where you're going. Or you find some new stuff on the ground. One thing you find is other new missions too. You get to find new I will stay in low. You get all sorts of different jobs that they want you to do. Is this the turn, or is that still coming up? That's still coming up, so straight up here. So I'd rather not try and deal with that mess if I don't have to. Go low, high. Now this truck I've obviously upgraded quite a bit. The paint jobs and the stickers are free, but a lot of the physical upgrades are not. Oh hey, there's a tractor. Or there's a trailer there. Not one I can pull. That's definitely for a much bigger truck. There are smaller scout trailers too, but unfortunately the one downside to the Apache here is it can't use any of them. Hold on, where are we? Okay. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to figure where exactly you need to go. Yeah, I've actually got an upgraded transmission that goes from low, gives me low, low, high, and low, low. Whereas standard four-wheel transmission just goes to low. Standard transmissions just go low. Or automatic. That's lake. Hold up. Okay, there's the road. Yeah, sometimes finding the road is a bit of a trick. And we don't want to go. But yeah, you can actually damage these roads. Over repeated use, they will get worse. So part of the trick is not to use the same road too many times, and using alternate routes. Using certain routes for certain rigs. Like I am probably not taking one of my big rigs this way. That would be almost suicide. My Tatra might be able to do it, but let's just say, unless I have an absolute reason to do it, I'm going to avoid this route. Oh, we got a split up here. Okay, yeah, and it does take us right up to that watchtower. Excellent. Oh, we need gas. We are very low on fuel. So yeah, if you open up this menu, you have a lot of options. Including stopping the engine, because your engine will, if you leave this truck and go to another truck, it will keep burning gas unless that engine's off. So always remember to turn off your engine if you're switching trucks. We can recover, which will send us back to the nearest garage, which will not actually be on this map. It'll be on that on our previous map. So be careful before you hit that, and it will take you all the way to the garage. If you had more progress to go to and you need to get there. But this is also good if you flip over and can't right yourself or don't have another rig that can right you. Or it's just a convenient way to teleport, because when you go back to the garage, it refuels all your gas and supplies. But yeah, for right now, we're going to pick this option of refueling. We can also repair if the rig's damaged. Alright, so it shows us that we still have 11 gallons left in the roof rack, and our regular truck is full. So we can still keep going for quite a while, which we will do. Go low medium there. I always watch to see if my tires are spinning. If my tires are spinning, I drop gear. Regular low seems to be holding just fine for now. That's a problem. Yeah, this log's going to be an issue. Let me see if we can get over it low. Oh, almost. Almost. Come on. I think we're going to have to use another handy trick and use our winch. The winch can be kind of hard to control sometimes, especially if we're not on a stable. Alright. Because you got to pull out the winch while you're trying to steer and stuff too. But it is very handy. Alright, get out of low. Now, a lot of fallen trees around here. But yeah, there's the watchtower right there. Bunch of forest fire style watchtowers. Low. Oh, missed the gear. There we go. I love how it has that little missed gear sound when you miss a gear. Alright, so this opened up a large area. We'll take that. Look at that. Yeah, so that opened up pretty much everything we've been around so far. Got a radio tower up there. The maps are pretty darn good. Might not show you exactly what you're looking for, but they do a pretty good job with the maps, and they look really pretty. They did a good job of making the maps look pretty. Alright, we are probably not going to be able to get to that one for a minute. Alright, so this is going to be... So, stuff on the maps that it'll show you is like right here at the cursor is a trailer that's available. Of course, the diamonds are showing you important destinations where you need to go. I'm not exactly sure what the flags are. Maybe there's the start of a challenge. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure. The hard hats are construction that needs to be done, infrastructure repairs. Unless we get close to it, we can't tell exactly the nature of it. But yeah, you see the trailer sitting out here, different jobs available. Like over here is where we need to drop one of our sets of logs. There's a farm over here that we only get to see because it's a mission objective. Is that a ship? That looks like a big ship right there. Interesting. We still need to find that garage. So what's going to be our best? Yeah, that looks like a port over there. What's going to be our best? I think probably that one. So we're going to backtrack, since really there's not much else out here. There looks like some cargo that's probably needed for some mission sitting there. Kind of annoying. It's going to be kind of annoying to recover. But well, yeah, we'll plan out our route so far that I think we're going to need. Yeah, this looks gnarly, right? Whatever that is, that looks like a bad day. There. And there. See how close that gets us to that watchtower. Oops. That might help if I'm not in gear. Yeah, you actually do kind of have to shift the stuff. You actually have to use a shifter. Thankfully, you don't have to also use a clutch. And the neat thing is, if you really want to do it realistically, you can go completely in cockpit. Let's get our lights on there. Which look at how well beautifully they did that. That 50 or that yeah, mid-century speed gauge, all that cool stuff. And I've added some stickers and details to it. The fuzzy dice and stuff. Unfortunately, those cost like $800. I don't know why they're so expensive. Oops, wrong button. But that's just how it is. Alright, now we're doing it at night. Because I think we could just go regular low this time. Don't have those trees in our way. Yeah, we're gonna have to drop low though. It's too water saturated. And yeah, depending on what kind of mud you're in, depends on what kind of gear you need. So I mentioned about the physics is really well done, really highly detailed. The whole game is really highly detailed. I mean, look at how beautiful that is. Look at that. That's beautiful. Close to sunset in northern Michigan. At least I think we're northern Michigan. But why, you might ask, well, I don't see any snow. Why is this game called SNOWRUNNER? Well, it's because you've got places like Alaska and the Kola Peninsula and Russia and places that do have a lot of snow. But they wanted to kind of keep some of the original Mud Runner stuff too, and especially this first, Michigan's the first area you start in. Well, you can pretty much immediately travel to the other ones, but I don't know. I kind of like doing as much of the story as I can in one area first. But it is good to explore other regions because you find upgrades and stuff that are locked until you find them for different vehicles. Back to low high. Now make some speed. This doesn't take us all freaking night. Yeah, it's just really pretty game. That's one of the things I just love about it, is how pretty it is. It's fairly realistic. Close enough that you enjoy doing it. Yeah, speaking of going in cockpit mode, there is some challenges that require it. You have to stay in cockpit mode the entire time, or you lose, or you don't get the. At least you don't get the awards from it if you don't do it in that mode. Yeah, it sometimes bogs down on me when saving because I've got it on a higher resolution mode. Yeah, we're going to cheat here and go around this way. I don't want to take that little switchback because it was annoying the first time. And then there's a trailer like right in the way. Dropped low. Yeah, they really did a good job, and also making the rigs fairly unique too. Like putting those lights on the side of the rack. I'm not even playing it on its best quality. I'm pretty high, but I think it's got at least one more stage of graphics up from here. Make it look even prettier. This is a very fun game just to kind of roll around, explore, see what's going on, helping people out. You know, like some of the bridges like we saw earlier and crossed earlier, the very first map you have to build two of them. You have to rebuild two of those because they were washed out or in some other way destroyed. So you actually have to bring stuff to the bridge site, and then the bridge gets built. Oh, come on, there we go. Sometimes hitting the gears is a little difficult because you're using your mouse to shift. At least if you're doing it on mouse and keyboard. I don't know how you would do it on controller. I haven't even tried. I think there's actually a wait. How am I going to get there? Okay, right here. Alright, let's do it. Oh, look at that, that's neat. So there's a watchtower right ahead of us. I think that might be the one we're trying to get to. Let me see. Yeah, that's the one we're trying to get to. Looks like we're... Yeah, okay, yeah, we're going to have some interesting times ahead of us. We got a lake to cross. Oh, yep, low gear. There we go. Try low high. No, that's not helping. If it's not helping, drop gear. I gotta get low high now. There we go. Okay, well this is completely bogged out. Be a little bit of challenge. Alright, looks like we do have a fork up here we need to get to. And if you can tell by the map, the gray roads are paved. The wide dirt roads are supposed to be highway, quote unquote. So it's a major road, and then the smaller ones are trails, or more just like single tracks. But the highways are supposed to be in a better shape. Some of them are like this one, and really not in better shape. Quit missing that gear. Thank you. We're not spinning too bad and low. Alright, I think we can go back up to low high. Yeah, like none of my larger trucks have that transmission yet. So they just have low. Only my Chevys have the low, high, low, low gearing. What is that? Oh, I am in. Odd thing is if you shift reverse, you go W with it. So you have to hit the gas for it. Whereas the regular automatic S will put you in reverse. Yeah, we're going to just go straight low low on this one. This is terrible. Yeah, that's some bad mud right there. Is this really the route I need to take? Let me check my map. Yeah, that's it. There's another couple more forks. Ah, zoomed in too much. I like to mark just past the fork I need to take. Kind of shows me which direction to go. Oof, this is tight in here. Oof. You know what? I'm going to just go automatic for right now. Oof. Yeah, I'm definitely needing some paint after that. That is a tight way in. No way I'm fitting a bigger truck in here. Scout trucks only. And you do find trucks in different regions, so it's always good to go to different areas to see what you can find there. Oh, there's a nice bridge. As a real civil engineer would say, it's time for a bridge review. Except for I'm not an engineer, so we're not going to do a bridge review. Oh, is that my turn? I can't tell. Hold on, let's hit our brakes here real quick. It's our turn. Oh man. Really? Okay. That's it. That's... Oh! Yep, there's some damage. That hurt. We're also almost out of fuel. Hopefully we discover our garage with this one. Otherwise we're going to have to go all the way back to the last area. Last area was kind of nice. The garage was right off the transfer area. Ooh. Yeah, this is a little tight even for the Apache. Well, this is a little tight for the Apache. There, like the truck you start with is just a regular Chevy 1500. Looks like there was some logging done here. All right. Mud wrestling discovered. Let's get a view of this. Oh, that's a bridge that needs to be built. So that's probably that construction job we saw. Yeah, we're going to need to build that bridge. Oh, there's an upgrade over there. That's going to be a little bit of a challenge to get to. I don't know which end to go down for that. Looks like a... Wow, it's a boat. Little boat there. That's a little remote there. But yeah, looking at the map, you can get a pretty good idea of the terrain. If you can pick your best route in the mud, I think it would be down here. I go down this gully to it. No, we're not going to do that right now. Alright, that did open up the farm. But no garage, and I'm almost out of gas. I know, I'm thinking this over as you can hear the engine burning gas behind me, but... Try this. This. Here. Go ahead to that watchtower. There. Fortunately, like I said, sometimes with exploring you end up backtracking quite a bit. I think that bridge is out too. That could be a problem. That could be a big problem. Unless we try and be really stupid and cross here. Alright, well, we're going to just keep going until we can't go no mo. And yeah, we'll do that. Right now we're going to refuel the last of our gas there. And if you notice, the jerry cans that were up there are no longer there anymore. Yeah, if you use up the supplies you're bringing with you, they go away. Alright, let's try and get back out of this mess. Being nighttime doesn't help none. And we're hung up on a rock. was too big of a rock for us to just go up and over. Yeah. But yeah, this game is just super fun to explore and trying to. It's a real challenge getting some loads to some places because you're on roads that aren't made to haul those. I don't know if any of you have seen the old history show called Ice Road Truckers, where they're taking these just ridiculous loads over terrible Alaska conditions. But yeah, it's a lot like that. You know, it's one of the reasons I like it because I really like that show. Cause heck of a challenge that some of these people go through. So yeah, it's a heck of a challenge to run this game. Like, all right, how am I going to get this huge piece of equipment sometimes from point A to point B? Like I had to haul a construction rig through all this, through a very similar, though a little wider, quite a bit wider road. But yeah, I had to use a couple different trucks to do it because it was such a massive piece of equipment that we couldn't do it with just one truck. But then I got my tie tread. Kind of cheated a little bit because that's an 8-wheel drive truck with differential lock, so it can pull quite a bit. Not quickly, but it can pull about anything anywhere. Ended up finishing that mission, that one, because we had the first thing we had to haul was a drill rig. So the drill portion of an oil rig, and then we had to bring in the construction rig. It was basically filled with a lot of the heavy equipment, basically all the heavier equipment needed to run all that stuff. And that thing was massive. It barely fit under in a bridge. Like, you had to be real tricky because it was really tall, and some of the parts almost hung up on the lower parts of the bridge, and it was really wide. So you had to be careful there, and it had a catwalk that hung off the right side of it the entire length, so you couldn't get the right side too close to anything. Oops. No, I do not want high gear. I never want high gear. Why use high gear when I can use automatic? Which will get me to high gear if I need to be there. Alright, so we're back here. It's one of the main roads, so to speak. We're immediately going to go back off-road. Alright. Well, we got 10 gallons to try and get us to where we're going. Man, I hope we discover a garage soon. I really would rather not go all the way back to the last area. Of course, if this bridge is out like I think it is, I might not care so much. Because that means it's going to be on the other side of the bridge, and we just get stuck on the other side of the bridge. If we teleport to said garage. Upside to being in low gear is, even though it's a lot slower, it doesn't eat up gas as much as being in automatic and in all-wheel drive. It still eats gas, but not as bad. God, man, we are slogging through this patch of mud. Yeah, I'm definitely going to want to use my Tatra as much as possible on this region. But I'll probably need my International Fleet Star for a lot of it. Wait, what did I just pass a mark? Okay, we don't take a turn there, we just keep going. Alright. Because the Tatra doesn't have any logging gear it can haul. Whereas my Fleet Star, which I have upgraded quite a bit to be more off-road capable, can. It's a regular semi-truck, so it's not... Oh, does that say gas this way? Truck parking? That's not a garage. Apparently there's gas ahead of us. On the other side of that bridge. Of course. Well, let's go take a look at it. Oh, yep, we're low on gas. Just want to make it to that bridge. See what we can... see what we can do there. See what that looks like. I might want to stay in low gear while we get there, so it'll take us a minute, but... You know... Make our fuel mileage a little bit better. So we can guarantee to get there. Yeah, that looks like a closed road. Okay. Where is the mission start for that one? I clearly won't want to fix that. Because it is... Yeah, there's the gas... You can see the gas station from here. But the bridge is out. There's a lighthouse. Ah, yeah, real pretty game. We got a little bit of light rain going right now. Yeah, the weather in this is pretty neat. And yeah, if it's raining, things do get more slippery. So you gotta be careful if you're on the rocks. Alright, so anyway, this is SNOWRUNNER. It's a game that I thoroughly enjoy. Actually, let's recover real quick and I'll go into the garage. Yeah, we'll go all the way back to Smithville Dam. But we have identified all the routes I need to take logs to, so that's good. Alright, so yeah, as you can see, all of our supplies get restocked if we're in the garage. And one of the nice things is repairs and fuel are free in this game. Basically, it's kind of your, you know, whatever municipality is hired you to come and help out, like, has given you basically a free gas card to use as much gas and repairs as you need to get the job done. Unfortunately, a lot of the customization stuff, as you see, or in trucks. Let's take a look at the trucks for real quick. Yeah, $75,000 for that. $78,800 for that Caterpillar. Hell, I only got $150 anyway. I bought a bunch of login stuff so we could do this mission. I don't even have all the login stuff I need for all of it. Oh yeah, but to buy this Chevy Apache, so that I can use it anywhere, uh, or to buy an additional one. I don't know. I don't know if how that works exactly. But yeah, 42,200. The Chevy CK 1500 is only 11,300, but that's still expensive. GMC Brigadier. That's the most expensive one I've seen so far. That one's 107. So yeah, this is my main. What I've been using is my main semi truck is this Fleet Star. I found one on the first map, and it's pretty damn good, heavy duty. It didn't start with all the crap that I put on it. I've actually upgraded it, so it's got a better engine. It's got race suspension, unlike the stock one here. So it's actually got beefier suspension, and higher, which is another nice thing. Get it off the ground a little bit more. I've actually got off-road tires on it. Not mud tires, but off-road, so a little bit better. Certain things unlock at certain levels, and I just unlocked that recently. It is all-wheel drive capable, which is really nice off the start no matter what. It's got a switchable differential lock, and it's compatible with pretty much anything we need. So this one will probably stay one of my mainstays for a long time because I've dumped a lot of money into upgrades on it, out of necessity. But yeah, you got a bunch of other stuff, and it's relatively cheap. 30,000, that ain't bad. I've also got one of these GMCs too. Found it, and I got one of these internationals. I don't like this one as. Actually, I haven't really done much this one. I don't know, it could be better than this one, but I've just put so much money into the Fleet Star that I kind of hate changing it right now. Yeah, we got a lot of good international rigs. I do like the Scout 800. That's a fun little rig to use. Got a Transstar. This thing, it sucks. It rather sucks. I found it on the Smithville Dam map, but it's a truck. If it was all paved road, it'd be great. But it is not all paved road, and it does not have the option for all-wheel drive or differential lock. So it is kind of a dead end, unless you find routes that are just simple drives. With relatively little off-road. Oh, it's fun for that. And then we have a couple Jeeps, Renegade and Wrangler. I always say Rambler. I don't know why I do that. Got a couple cool Land Rovers, the newer Defender and the older Defender. I like the look of the older Defender a little more, but the new one's not bad either. Got a Navistar here that looks pretty cool. Oh, that's another international. Huh. Got this beefy Pacific P12. I kind of want to find one of those. Those look pretty cool. A lot like the Navistar over here too. You can get it all tricked out to. Oh, hey, I own a Navistar. Where? Oh, that's probably because I got it in a DLC, so I could actually start using one of those. But I want one of the Pacifics. Not only because I live near the Pacific, but just because it sounds beefy, chunky. Got a few nice Western Stars. Again, I got those as DLC. This one is apparently not a DLC. Ooh, it's a twin steer though. That's going to be a monster. Looks like it's an 8-wheeler. Yeah, gotta find this one. Ooh, a Forester. I played with one of these in the last game, and those are great for mid to small logs. because it's got a crane built in. It's actually hinged in the middle, so you got the tractor forward and the trailer behind. Those ones are actually really nice for medium level logging stuff. Guess I gotta find it. Ooh. Cat tractor, that's pretty nice. Yeah, all these are pretty nice. I don't know where they're at, but... Ooh, a skid steer. Or is that just a heavy forklift? Yeah, it's just a heavy forklift. That'd be... It's rated as a scout. Nice. That could be fun. Also means it can tow a scout. It might be able to tow a scout trailer, so extra fuel and stuff. Dairy Longhorn. Not familiar with that one at all. Though this Dairy Longhorn looks beefy. You know, for a Ford, that ain't bad. Nice dually Ford. I think I'd probably stick with my Apache though. A, because it looks beautiful, and B, because it hauls pretty nicely. Some more Freightliners over here. You got some Freightliners over here. A Humvee. Now remember, they actually had, this is a H2, but they had an H1 in the first game that was a real beast as a scout. So if I can find this one, I might upgrade it, and it might replace my Apache. Because yeah, it was quite a monster, and it could get about anywhere with the regular Hummer. So I'm wondering if the H2 is any better or worse. We'll see. Of course, I haven't found it yet. Another neat Pacific. I really like the look of the Pacifics. Ooh, more newer Pacific. Ooh, that Paystar looks pretty cool with its... Oh man, is that... Yeah. So it's got two front it's got two front wheels, sets of wheels, and then 3 sets dually behind. That's gotta be a just beast. Royal, I'm not familiar with those. Neat old Western Star. Back when there was white Western Star. Now they're just Western Star. Azovs. Azov. Those tend to be pretty good. That's a newer one. Oh hey, we actually do have a Dan. Boar. I remember that being a good one from the last game. Alright. Some Russian stuff like... Oh, is that like the Russian version of a Beetle? That looks like it could be fun. Con Sentinel, Con Marshal. Yeah, these aren't available in North America. The Kolob. Yeah, some of these I'm not familiar with at all, but they look like they'd be very useful. Karas Bandit. I own one of those. Huh, I wonder if I could use that here, because I own one. Oh, sure. Another step. Okay, that's one of the Tatras, so I'm... Tatra Force, Tatra Phoenix. Yeah, this is the one I've been using, the Tatra T813. So yeah, you must be able to use them if you own them. Which, I own this one. And I've been using the heck out of it. I might use the other Tatra I have, or not the Tatra, what is it? Yeah, the KRS here. Because it starts with a crane. I think it starts with a crane, and I need that for some of the missions. Anyway. Let's get back to it. Taiga, or Taiga, I don't know how they pronounce it. Tuzzes. I think this one was in the previous game as well. I'm not sure though. I don't know what that is, but it looks neat. The Tataran. I think it's a kind of turtle, I'm not sure. But yeah, that one looks pretty neat. I kind of want one just to see what the heck it does. Borons, Yars, that one looks pretty neat too. And 6. Pretty sure this last one, this is, the 65R was in the last one. Anyway, we'll leave that for now. But yeah, I remember in the last game, like each truck definitely had its own feel, pretty close to its own feel to it. There were some um, minor differences in the way they handled, and some of them were pretty noticeable. Like, oh, this truck is super slow in third gear, but this truck's actually pretty good in third gear. So you would learn to pick certain rigs from your own preference of how it handles. That's one of the things I love. Best things about this game is you pick favorites, and everybody's driving style is different, so everybody's going to have their own different preferences. Like some of you probably will hate the Apache because it's a 6-wheel and prefer the 4-wheelers. I honestly, the reason I love it the most is because it was able to get a full top rack. The full top rack was unlocked from the beginning, so I could get that early. Whereas I just unlocked the roof rack for the Chevy 1500 that carries more fuel and spare parts. So this has been my primary scout vehicle for that fact because it can carry extra fuel and supplies. Even though it's not necessarily the best, because again, it can't tow scout trailers. I don't know if that's because it's got that extra axle or what, but yeah, it won't let me get scout trailers for it. So the Chevy might now, with a roof rack and a supply trailer, might actually be the better rig for what I need it for. Or I'll just continue using my Apache as my scout and use the Chevys as supply run vehicles so that I can come and add fuel and stuff to my fleet. Yeah. So here's my fleet at this garage. See, I finally was able to get all that logging gear so I can do this mission. Because the logging is interesting in this game. You actually have to load the logs. You can't just... Which I don't know how that's going... Nope, I know how it's going to work. I need a separate truck with that crate on it. To fully... You know... I wonder something. I think that if I don't know if I can get a medium log holder on the back end of that. I know I could get a short, but I don't know if I could get a medium. And I could put that on a different truck altogether. So I could just have one for loading. And one for hauling. Instead of being able to load and haul in the same truck. I'm going to have to take it into the garage and figure that out. Unfortunately, not every truck can use the different backs on them. Like, here's my Tatra there. And it can't use any of the stuff that's currently on that truck. For a reason or another. But that is great for long equipment hauls. Otherwise, well, it can tow that trailer. Why couldn't it tow that trailer? There's no reason why it can't tow that trailer. So, even though I can't get a rear rack that has it, could use that for loading and that for hauling. Yeah, who's whistling at me? That might be an idea. So yeah, I might just have the trailer on that one and use that one to load it. Because both of them can get in pretty muddy areas. And right now, here, I'll show you. Actually, let me, real quick, turn the engine off there. Yeah, if you can see, here's where our login area, our log station's way over here, and it is a muddy, lakey, boggy mess. So none of my other trucks I have right now can really deal with it, except for my Fleet Star there. The other problem, though, is having seen some of the roads we want to haul stuff on, I'd be much more comfortable with the Tatra tackling that. Because that thing can go just about any damn where it wants to, and it's got those extra it's got that roof rack that gives it extra fuel. So yeah, I think I might use my international here, my Fleet Star, to load the trailer, and I'll put the trailer on the Tatra. All right, I think that's a plan. So yeah, this is one of the things I like about it. It's like, man, trying to figure out the logistics. Like, it's not just a run through the mud game. It's okay, you have to seriously think about what tools you have available, what their capabilities are, and what would be the best combination of things to use. Like right now, I've typically had the Apache here as a chase car, so that on a big run, so that it can come and help with fueling up other stuff. But I might want to take one of my Silverado, or I don't think they're Silverados, but one of my 1500s, and add the fuel trailer on it. Because one of the scout trailers is a fuel trailer, and use that and buy a roof rack for it. So I might want to upgrade those real quick. Yeah, I mean, there's just, you could spend more money than you ever have in this game on just new equipment. But yeah, that's the game. I'm going enough of my jaw jacking. Um, that's a major part of the game anyway. The game doesn't get any more basic than take thing from point A to point B. But then you add all the real life complications of, well, this place is terrible. The infrastructure's gone in some places. It's a recovering area. You got all these people that need your attention. I mean, you got, just on this map, we still have, look at all these jobs to do, and we haven't even gotten all of them. Look at all this stuff that we still need to do. Some of these are doubles. Like, this is the start of Unlucky Fisherman, and this is the end of it, which is recovering a truck out of there, which I still know. Oh, I know how I'm going to do that. I'm going to get the flatbed truck hauler on the Tatra, because the Tatra can get one of those and come out and rescue him. Yeah, like all this stuff, I need to be able to afford it. I haven't bought that one yet. Yeah, all these just stuff that you need to think about. And I need a crane for these, because they're super heavy and in bad places. And I think I might want to use my other big Tatra. Actually, let me see real quick. Let's go to global map for some reason. I have to do that so that I can go to the garage entrance. There we go. So this won't be in truck storage if I can use it. I got this. What is it? Okay, yeah, that's the one I was looking for. So it comes with a light crane, it looks like. Which might be enough. Alright, let's see what we got available. Truck, Jeep, old truck. Neat old truck though. Yeah, it's got good tires, good diff lock, good all-wheel drive. That might be a good fuel hauler. That might be a really good fuel hauler. Put a fuel tank, tanker back on it. That might be a really good fuel hauler. I mean, look at the power to weight's really good, fuel consumption's good, durability's decent. Standard of 40, but with the fuel tanker on back, that's not. That actually might be a fun one for hauling. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of highway trucks. That one's a decent for. Except for it's no all-wheel drive. But yeah. Yeah, these are the ones I have available. Look at the wheel, look at the tires on that sucker. There's some big old mud tires. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a lot of power, and it's really bad on the fuel mileage. My other little Tatra. I think it's interesting how these Tatras have the cantilever tires in there. Really does help for steering in crap conditions. Actually, this one might be my better fuel hauler. It's got a better... Except for fuel, the alligator, crocodile's a little more durable. Has a little bit better durability too. But that might be a good one for a small fuel hauler. I've got Defenders and the Navistar. We do have that Navistar. That's interesting. All-wheel drive always on, no diff lock though. And it's currently got highway tires, which suck in the mud. That could be that's probably good for fairly basic runs. Initially designed to be deployed in the Middle East. Okay. Some moderate off-road. But yeah, I cannot use diff lock. Alright, so that might be good for some more straightforward runs. But it does look like it's a neat, fun one to drive. Anyway, what I wanted to bring out was... Take a look at was the Bandit. There it is. That is ugly. We are going to deploy it. But let us go into customize. Okay, so here, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I don't have any of those open, none of those open. Okay, so we're definitely going to want to buy it some off-road tires with some immediate money, which we don't have. Winch is fine, the extended would be better. Definitely want snorkels, but those aren't unlocked yet. I try and put snorkels on everything because the engine damage from water is one of the biggest pains that you'll find in these games. Oh, a lot of good frame add-ons. Pretty much everything I could think of. Including a log loader crane, which I own one, but it's on the wrong rig at the moment. I guess I could take it off the Fleet Star, throw it on this one, but I want some major upgrades to this thing before I take it out. Yeah, this is what it starts with. Which means I can recover. Oh, its fuel capacity is garbage though compared to the other compared to my Tatra. With that little crane on it, at least I could put it on. Once I upgrade the wheels and upgrade the tires, I can take it out and pick up those concrete blocks they're sitting out there. Bumpers. That's the Savior. What's the stock? Stock is meh, not bad. That one's pretty. That one's beefy. Beefier. And beefiest. Full roll cage. That's another thing. Miscellaneous. Man, that's actually got a decent selection of rims. Yeah, I need to see if it has. What is that? Oh, service fan. Keeps the crane though. Interesting. That does not. Flatbed keeps it. That one does not, unfortunately. I can get the size of vibrator modules free. I won't buy that. I'll put these back on though. Yeah, we'll take free stuff. Okay, yeah, we can get repair supplies, which includes fuel. Okay, that almost doubles its fuel capacity. All right, yeah, okay, well, yeah, we're getting that as soon as we get we're getting that in the tires pretty quick. But we're going to change its color real quick because it's ugly. That one's cool. I like that one. Yeah, that's ugly. White might be nice. I like that one the best. So we're going to do that. Alright. But anyway, I've been chatting at y'all way too often. I think we're probably way long here. And yeah, we're just over an hour. So I'm going to end it here. And I'll hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you check it out. Especially with like racing style games or stuff like that. This is one of the better series for just hauling stuff from point A to point B. It's got a lot of uniquely challenging stuff to it. Its predecessor, Mud Runner, same way. And that game still holds up. Until I just picked this one up a couple days ago because it was on a good sale. It's one I've been wanting for a while and just kind of forgot about it. It was sitting on my wish list until I noticed it was on sale the other day and picked it up. I'm glad I did. I've got almost 48 hours into it, or at least 36 hours into it so far. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I haven't even touched. So this game can last you a good long while too, of just a lot of good mud fun. But yeah, I hope you guys like it. Hope you check it out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.